is because... Where have you gone? Because you have quite an interesting story for me, don't you?
Yes, Jeff, that's been picked out on the earlier crowd, had a premonition in the
So,
queue.
hang on, one of the guys who was picked out to go and join our investigators.
Yes.
Yes?
He actually said that he had a premonition that he was going to be picked tonight. We've never met tonight at all, and we swapped addresses because he wants to actually go to a location that's near to us. So it's pretty scary.
Are you a believer or a non-believer?
I'm a skeptic.
Still?
No, not really. I'm swaying that way.
Are you really? Okay. Thank you for that amazing story tonight. Let's find out what else is going on, because this psychometry that we talked about with David Wells earlier on is about to take place. Julian, you've got more information for us.
Yeah, David, thank you very much. Now, here is the key that we asked you to think about earlier on with our psychic experiment on the text, and now a psychometric experiment with David Wells. Now, David, you've already touched this a little bit earlier, and I have to say, I met David outside the car in the tent here, and you were really upset, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, just for a change. Yeah.
No, you were.
Yeah, I was. I took the key, because obviously you need some quiet time. There's lots of things going on. So I actually took it into my car to get some peace and quiet and sit with the key for a while, and it actually made me cry.
He came out of the car in floods of tears.
Yeah,
I mean, it was extraordinary. Yeah.
Twice this week, yeah.
So you're holding... Look, he's already...
I'm already nervous.
Yeah.
Well, what I got from the key initially, when it was first handed to me, was that it doesn't live at the location that we're at tonight. Initially, he said to me, you know, don't live at the location. Then when I sat with it and tuned into it, the first thing is a female energy. And also there was a tassel hanging from the key. The problem with keys, of course, is you don't, like jewellery, you don't have them with you all the time. So someone touches it, leaves it, touches it, leaves it. So the residual energy is actually quite low. But what I did get from it, and what upset me, was the woman that was involved with this key, whether she owned it or not. There's a woman and a man. There's a love story involved in this. A love story. And it was the heartbreaking separation of the love story that really got to me. And all I saw was feminine hand unlock, male hand unlock. And I think there's a secret liaison.
Well, that interestingly, as viewers have been seeing, the trend is the actual key is the key to the front door of the Gothic Hall. It was given to Derby County Council in 1968, and it's thought to date from the Edwardian era, 1902 to 1908-ish. But our texters are saying, and callers as well, they think there's another story to this, and it's much older. I mean, here's one. Jennifer James from Lawton says it's 500 years old, for example, and there's something going on with it.
There is definitely a secret involved to this key. This key's been passed from male to female as a trace, and I think this woman that Derek picks up on is associated with it, definitely.
David, thank you. And the viewers agree with you. David Wells, thank you very much. Back to David Bull.
Thank you very much indeed. David, just come over here for a second, because what I want you to do is to tell us about last night we did the psychometry with the hanging, drawing, quartering piece of wood. Yeah. And you told me something happened after we finished the show last night. One of our crew moved it. What happened to him?
Well, he picked it up to just put it out of the way while everything was tidied up, and he felt the same as I felt. He felt very, very tearful. And he couldn't really understand. Believe me, he's not what you call a wilting flower. Yeah, he's a big boy. And he approached me and said, you know, what should I do about this? What happened to you? And actually, when I got back after the filming, I went to my room and cried for about 10 minutes. See, happening. Yeah. Because it was such a distressing piece of kit. And I said to him, what you have to do is you have to go and cry, because you'll be in the queue at Tesco's, you'll find that you've got the wrong tin of soup, and it'll all come out and they'll think you're mad. It's got to come out somewhere. It's got to come out. So let it out.
Thank you very much, David. Now, you are going now to the castle, where you're going to prepare for tonight's séance. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause as he goes off to the castle. Well, it's time to move to our next location now. It's the atrium. It's situated on the upper floor, forming a glass conservatory in the roof. There is the 3D image of it. The atrium actually was formerly the orchid room, which must have been a very grand sort of room with ornate decorations and also huge boilers to keep the temperature hot and humid. Lots of paranormal sightings in there. Let's see what we can uncover tonight.
Well, we've not been here very long, but already Kath and I think Andy and Carl, you all, tell us what you heard. Hang on, Kath, we need to get round to you with sound.
It was a moan. I heard a moan. I asked Andy. I said, "What did you hear something?" He said, "Yeah," and he said it was a moan. And Ray also heard it too. He thought it was us two.
Okay, tell me what you heard, Andy.
It was like we said. It was just a moan that's come from behind us because we was all overlooking on that position. Okay. And as you said, we heard the moan.
What? It's just like a man's moan.
Yeah, it was like a man's moan. It's just like down that corridor, just to the left or to your right as you're looking at it.
And Carl, tell us exactly when you were up here with Kath, you came up here and had a little bit of a walk around. What sort of things were you hearing up and around here, and where do you think they came from?
Well, Kath and I we thought we saw something in this doorway here from down by the webcam. We came up and started to walk down the corridor. We went to one of the rooms, and a door slammed, which was behind a door where we were. We were both standing next to each other. A door just slammed shut. We looked further into the room, and there was this door sort of hanging half open. Okay. We started to come out the room, and a door slammed right behind us, which kind of scared both of us a little.
Well, you was more scared than me.
Okay, I was a little bit more scared than Kath at that particular point.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? Do you think it'd be a good idea, Derek? Which direction would you like to go in? Do you want to stay here for a little while? Do you want to go to the right? Do you want to go to the left? Where do you want to go?
Well, my preference, the feelings would be to go in that direction.
All right, should we have a slow walk down there?
Can
be
we?
Careful because there are some stairs. Oh, everybody, please be careful. All right, we'll go first, and then John, do you want to follow on? Now, where we're heading is towards the webcam that is positioned on the chair. And funnily enough, Carl actually walkie-talkied up to us when we were in a break, and apparently there is a label on the chair. But if you can still see us on the webcams, we're just passing you now. There's a label on the chair, and apparently it was fluttering like it was in a breeze, but there is no breeze. Okay, can you see us on the webcams? Crew, can you wave at the webcams? There you are. Okay, everyone. Right, okay, Derek. This is a lot of activity has been reported in this area.
Yes.
On this upper level.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned downstairs in the kitchen that it could possibly be this Henry Bartlett that you'd mentioned.
I firmly believe it is in his movements around, yes,
okay.
I do.
Any particular... Do you feel that he's still listening to us? Do you feel he's around?
All evening, Ivy, there's been listening. He is spirit people's listening to us, interested, following us around, actually. Again, I want to point out where the name Henry, that personality, that spirit person is concerned, I don't feel in any way, shape or form that this person is a bad, dark, evil sort of person, just a person that is probably way, way interested that this team, we're all here. I'm wondering what the heck we're getting up to.
All right, well, what do you think about this? Why don't we be really, really quiet? Everybody stand still, do not move. John, are you happy with your shot? Because I don't want you to move or even make a noise. Sure. Nobody move. And shall we ask out and see if anything happens, Kieran? That'd be a good idea. Good idea. If we hear noises, bangs behind you or anything, let us know. If anybody at home sees anything on the webcams while we're talking and being quiet, please let us know. Okay. Everybody concentrate really hard.
Yes.
Henry Bartlett, can you hear my voice? If there's any spirits here in the room or in this castle that can hear my voice clearly, can you make a noise? Can you open and close a door? Can you move something? Can you do something at all? Anything at all to let us know that you are here and you can hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Anybody here at all?